Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I have an interesting video for you. Recently everyone's been all about Chat GPT, and I've been seeing some people trying to dial in some amp modeler presets using this, so I wanted to see how accurate it really is using my Fractal FX3, trying to dial in some John Mayer tones. And at the end of the video, we'll kind of A and B between what it comes up with using their AI versus what I dialed in using some of my tone matches of some real 2-rock amps. So let's go ahead and enter something into the prompt. Well, first of all, going with my Mic Lowell Heirloom SX straight into my FX3 right here, going USB into my MacBook Pro, straight into Logic Pro, nothing else going on, no plugins, nothing, so you're just hearing whatever I'm dialing in. All right, so just to make sure, I already kind of put in a few different prompts just to see what it comes up with. This is the one that I found was probably the best one. It was, here we go, John Mayer Fractal FM3 preset settings. So let's go ahead, copy this guy, and see what it does. And just for those of you who've never used this before, I've noticed that you get different responses based on whether you're logged in or you're using the just try it for free. I mean, it doesn't cost anything, but if you just test it out, try it for free, I get some really interesting results. So right now it's populating. Let's see what we got. All right, so the amp block, the core tone, is centered around the double steel string singer and Fender black panel amps. Kind of true, for the most part, very true. Some amp models that are suggested: ODS 100 clean, that's a good one, double verb normal, and the vibroverb, yes. Double verb maybe more so like back in the day what he used, but I'm going to take a look at the ODS 100 clean. I know that one really well because I use that all the time for 2-rock tone matches. So pulls up some suggested settings, no deep parameters going on here. Has some cab options. Nothing really specific here, so we're going to have to just kind of see what we can find if we put this into the cab picker. Interesting, has some compressor settings, drive, secondary drive, BB preamp. Wouldn't have chosen that one, but it does have a Klon, which is good. Okay, subtle ambient depth. Okay, so this one looks like a little bit longer delay. We know John to use that mostly for like solo stuff, but mostly a slapback is kind of what we would be going for. But we'll input all this stuff. Reverb block, tone shaping, has an enhancer block, interesting. Got some suggested scenes. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back up here. I'm going to try to get this guy here to minimize a little bit and move it off to the side so we can start dialing something in. Hopefully you can see it. All right, so let's go ahead and populate the grid first. So we're going to need input, we're going to need compressor. It says 2 drives. And let's see if it has a suggested signal chain, even though I kind of already know. Interesting, nothing for suggested signal chain, but that's okay because kind of already know. Gonna go amp block here, cab. Let's go ahead and put the delay next, then reverb. Then let's go with parametric EQ because it has that going on. And then it does say something about the enhancer block. So we'll just give everything a try, and then the output block. Connect the shunts. Let's turn everything off first that we don't really need. All right, let's go to the amp block. Okay, I already have the ODS 100 clean pulled up, so let's take a look at the suggested settings here. All right, it's pretty clean, so let's go with slightly dirtier. We're gonna go 4 here. And then bass, let's keep it at 5. Mids, let's go to 6. Treble, let's try it at 6 first. Presence, let's keep it a little bit warmer on 4. Doesn't say whether bright switch on or off, but let's go ahead and keep it off for this. All right, master volume 5 to 7. Let's split the difference. Okay, and then we'll mess with the level in a little bit. All right, so there's our amp block. And let's go to the cab block right here. I'm gonna suggest some sort of eminence, even though I would go for Celestions, like G1265s or EVs. But let's type something in, see what they got here. Okay, nothing for eminence. Let's see. Let's try the double verb. Even though I know it's not going to be the best representation, it does say 57 and a 121. I would agree. Let's try this. Okay. Let's hear what we got. Oh, and let's do some of those cuts here. So high cut, let's go high cut at like around 6K-ish. Okay, let's see what we got so far. All right, let's also pull up the quite low, so let's go ahead and bump this up. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe back it off 1. Okay, so here we go. Okay, not bad. Let's play with the reverb next. It says large plate or spring. I'm gonna say probably a plate because he kind of uses that precacity type thing, even though that's more of like a hall. But let's go ahead and follow what Chat GPT says. Large plate, and it's saying pre-delay 20 to 30 milliseconds and 3 to 4 second decay. Let's go lower end 3, 25 to 30%. And it says the low cut at 200. Add modulation for slight shimmer. Let's not worry about that. And we're already at 25% for the mix. Let's go ahead and hear this. Not bad. I think it sounds a little bit thin, so let's see what they got for the tone shaping in the EQ block. It says low cut 100 to 150. Let's go 100. Does it give any suggestions for, no. Let's bring it down just a tiny bit. Boost, or sorry, cut 300, 400. So we're already at 400 here. Bring it down just a touch. Boost 1.5 to 2K. And we already cut 6. Okay, let's see what we're... Yeah. Let's check out the enhancer block now. All right, stereo width at 10%. Or 10 to 15%. Let's give it 15. And that is about it. So all right, I feel like it's still missing something. So let's go back up here to the compressor, see what we got. It says studio or optical. Let's go with studio. Let's see what we got for studio options. Looks like there's the JFET one. Yep, that's it. Okay. So it looks like, did they rename these? I think they might have renamed these in the last update. Okay, cool. All right. Threshold minus 24. And let's go with a 3:1 ratio. Oh, 3. Interesting. Doesn't let you go lower than that. All right, let's try the optical. Maybe that's a bug or something, or I'm doing something wrong. Yeah, interesting. It's not letting me go lower than that. So, interesting. Maybe Fractal will fix that later. All right, attack. We're going to be at 10 milliseconds. And release time at 200, so it's right about there. Mix 75 to 80%. Let's go 80. Doesn't have any level makeup, but let's hear what we got going on now. Feel like we could get maybe like 3 dB. Okay, not bad. I already have some ideas on how we could maybe improve this. Let's go ahead and add drive. So it says primary drive. I typically like Klon first, then Tube Screamer. So let's go ahead and try the Tube Screamer. It says the T808 mod. Interesting. Okay. So let's go ahead. We'll go drive at 3. tone, let's go 5, level 6 to 7. Let's go 7. It says mix at 70%. That's interesting. Let's check it out. Okay, so here's clean tone. All right, so I still feel like it's lacking a little bit of low end or something. But overall, the drive sounds okay. Let's take it up to 100%. Whoop, 100. And 80. Let's stay with 80. Okay, Klon for the next one. Let's go turn this guy off. Clone Chiron. Says drive at 2, tone at 5, level at 7. Interesting, that's gonna be pretty loud. So let's hear. Let's go preset leveling. I bet it's way too loud. Okay, so for something like maybe gravity. Not bad. Let's go ahead and stack both of these. Okay, sounds pretty good. Let's check out the delay. So it says analog stereo. Personally, I would go with like a tape, but let's listen to Chat GPT. Analog stereo. Let's go 550. Mix around 20. Feedback says 30 to 40. That seems a little bit excessive. Modulation, depth, 3 to 5%. So let's take it to, let's go 3. And it says high cut at 6. Let's go 6,000. And keep mix low to avoid overclouding your tone. Yes. All right, so let's start at 20% first. Let's go ahead and turn all this on. Here we All right, way too much going on. Yeah, the 30 to 40% on the repeats is a bit excessive. Okay, so we got kind of the basics here from Chat GPT. Let's go ahead and save this first. Go to one of my personal John Mayer ones. Okay, let's just save that as it is. Let's go ahead and turn all this off actually. Okay, now save it. And we'll just kind of go back and forth between, where is it? Right here, this is my 2-Rock Traditional Clean 100 watt head version set to John Mayer settings. So let's take a listen. Let's go this guy. All right, so there's just a lot more warmth, low end going on, which is kind of what you want for John Mayer tone, not like excessive, but yeah, I think Chat GPT got you close. All right, let's also take a listen to some of the overdrive. So let's go ahead and save this as is. Go back to this one, and we'll kind of compare those. Yeah, I mean, the gain structure is kind of there. All right, so chat got us kind of close. Let's go ahead and start tweaking. We'll keep the compression as is. I would say let's go ahead, bring this up to like 5 right here. And let's go ahead, take this back because it's probably going to be a little bit hot. Let's take a listen. Let's check out the preamp tubes. Yep, good there. Okay. Now let's go ahead and change the cabs. Let's go with some G1265s if they have any. Okay, so these are all mine, so let's not use those. Let's go 2 Stone. So that's our 2-Rock ones. Let's go with this guy right here. Picker, 2 Stone. Let's go with this guy right here. All right, now let's take a listen to what we got. Kind of getting there. Let's try those rumble ones. I like those. Go rumble. Wait, which one is that? Yep. And a 121. All right, now let's go try these. See, that already fills it out so much more. reverb back a touch. Not bad. I would say maybe bringing this up a touch. That sounds pretty good right there. Let's go ahead and I would just go with the regular T808 right here. And let's go ahead and take this back a touch. Let's hear how that is. That's good right there. Let's also do a little cut here. Maybe a little bit of this room here. Now let's add this guy. Let's turn this off. Maybe take this back a little bit. Good. Let's go delay. I would choose the stereo tape personally. And let's hear where it's at with the... Okay, setting to 100%. Let's take this back. Even more. Okay, already better. Let's see how that reacts without the compressor. All right, so not bad. I think that it gets pretty close. I still prefer kind of what I came up with right here for my own tone matches. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. I think I actually had this up a little bit. All right, yeah, so I prefer what's going on here a little bit more. Just has that fullness, the warmth of a 2-rock. That is one of my own tone matches. I'm not going to make this Chat GPT one available on my website just because you have the whole thing right here. You can go on to Chat GPT and enter in that prompt or different prompts. But let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. If you're interested in any of my Fractal presets or tone matches, they're available on johnconcheroguitar.com. Take care.